and doesn't do anything. Doesn't talk about bodily purity, man. And totally in the haikai, she doesn't like to associate with people that are, in low consciousness. Can't. So anyway, she's going to be joining us probably, and listen to this. She gets up automatically every day at 3 o'clock. So anyway, her name's Maria. She should probably show up here on the Facebook. Let's see. She says she gets up at 3 o'clock every day. So, and she's really, it's like I'm noticing people are already looking for this. They're just burnt out on the world. They just either that or they're really seeking God. Or they just like, they just this world is like I'm finished with it. Is there something else? Yeah, Krishna gives that something else here. Yeah, so it's great. Okay, so you know the drill. Time to play with Krishna. See the picture in the back? You see how Radha's playing with Krishna? See? This is what it's about. The pictures tells everything. I can't believe it. The pictures, everywhere I look, I see playing with Krishna, swinging with Krishna. Let's dance with Krishna, dance with everything. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Why can't I get him out of my life? I don't know. There she is. Maria's here. Thank you for coming, Maria. My new friend here. It's amazing. He says if you want to do anything during the day, I'll come off work and we'll have a little program in the morning. It's great. I love enthusiasm, man. Like that. That's special, man. That's destiny. Okay, so let's chant a little bit. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Jai Srila Prabhupada, Jai Jesus. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hare Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hare Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hare Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hare Rama Hari Rama 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Krishna. You can take your mics off and we'll chant together today. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna. Oh, it's probably me here. Yeah. Let me lower my sound.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Yeah, everybody needs to maybe lower your sound and the feedback will come back. The sound. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hari Ram, Hari Rama,
Rama 54,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Hari, Hari
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna, Hari Hari,
Rama
Hari
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hari Hari, Hari
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Ram, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari,
Hare
Hari Ram, Hari Rama, Rama
Hare Krishna,
Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Ram, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari,
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hari
Hare,
Hari,
Hare
Hari
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hari
Rama,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hari
Rama
Hari,
Rama,
Hari
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hari
Krishna
Hari,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hari
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hari
Rama,
Ram, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Ram, Hari Ram, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Hari,
Krishna,
Hari Ram, Hari Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hari
Hare,
Hari,
Hare
Hari
Rama, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hari
Hare
Hari,
Rama,
Hari
Hare
Ram, Hari
Rama,
Rama, Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hari
Hare
Hari, Hari
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hari
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hari
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hari
Rama
Hari,
Rama,
Hari
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Ram, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Ram, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Ram, Hari Rama,
Krishna Krishna,
Hari
Hare Hare,
Hari,
Hare
Hari
Rama,
Hari,
Hare
Hari
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Hari, Hari
Krishna,
Ram, Hari Rama,
Krishna Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare.
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Rama Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare, Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama.
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama
Hare Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama
Hari 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 Krishna
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama
Hari Hari
Hare
Hari Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hari Hari
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Rama Hari Rama
Hare Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari Hari
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Rama Rama
Rama
Hari
Rama
Hari
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hari Hari
Krishna
Hari
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Hari
Hare
Rama
Rama Hare
Rama
Rama
Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hari
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Hare
Hari
Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare
Rama
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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna
Hari Hari
Krishna Krishna
Hari
Hare
Rama
Hare Hare Rama Hare
Rama
Rama
Rama Hari Hari Hari
Rama
Krishna Hare
Rama Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Rama
Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama
Oh Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Hari
Krishna
Hari Rama Hari Rama Hari Hari
Krishna Krishna
Hari
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hari
Krishna Krishna
Rama
Hare
Hari
Hare
Rama
Hare Rama Hare
Rama
Rama
Rama Hari Hari Hari
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hari Hari
Krishna
Hari
Krishna Hare
Rama Hari
Hare
Rama
Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare
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 Rama
Rama
Rama Rama Hari
Krishna
Hari
Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna.
Rama
What
Rama
media channel is that, Karuna?
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Rama Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare
Rama
Rama
Hari 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 Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hari 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 Rama
Krishna
Hari
Krishna
Rama
Hare Hare Hare
Rama
Rama Hare
Rama Hari
Rama
Hari Hari Krishna Hare
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hari 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 Rama
Krishna
Hari
Krishna
Rama
Hare 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 Rama Hare
Krishna
Rama
Hari Hari Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hari Hari Hari
Krishna
Rama Hari
Krishna
Rama
Hare Hare Hare
Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama
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 Hare
Hari Hari
Hare
Hari
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama Hari Hari
Rama
Hari
Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hari
Krishna
Hari Hari
Krishna Hare
Rama Hari
Hare Hare Rama Hare
Rama
Rama
Rama Hari Hari
Rama
Hari
Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Rama Hari Hari Krishna Krishna Krishna
Rama
Hari
Rama
Hari Rama 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 Rama
Rama
Hari
Rama
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Hare
Rama
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 Hare Rama
Hari 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 Krishna Hari
Rama Rama
Krishna
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Hari Hari
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Hari
Rama
Hari Hari
Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama
Krishna
Hari
Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Hari Krishna
Rama
Hari
Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hari Hari Rama Hari
Krishna Krishna
Rama
Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Krishna Hari
Rama
Krishna
Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama Hari Rama
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Krishna Hari Krishna
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hari
Krishna
Rama Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Krishna
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hari
Krishna
Hari Rama Hari Rama Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama
Krishna
Rama Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Rama
Krishna Krishna Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare
Rama
Ram
Rama Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare Rama
Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Jai Shri Gaura Hari Das Jai Shri Gaura Hari Das Jai Shri Gaura Hari Das Jai Shri Gaura Jai Lalita Ganga
Gauranga,
Jai Lalita
Gauranga,
Ganga
Gauranga,
Lita Gauranga Lita Gauranga Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama
Hare Ram Hare Ram Rama
Rama
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Rama
Krishna Krishna
Rama Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama
Hare Krishna Hare
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama
Hare
Hare Rama
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 Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama
Ram
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare Krishna. Oh, my Lord Krishna. Krishna. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Now I know Krishna is a swinger. He likes to swing with a lot of women, man. He's a swinger. He's the transcendental swinger. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
So
Hare
Krishna, through his name, wants to give his association. You know, show everybody, show the world. This is a great gift to have him on your side, to have Krishna on your side, and to become a devotee. You know, to enter in, and Radha is giving us Krishna. You know, and to swing with him, literally. You know, to have fun with Krishna and having fun in life. You know, it's like, Lord, wherever you put me, it doesn't matter, man. Just don't you always you be around, man. Just let us swing together, you know. And everything, it just becomes perfect. Your life is perfect. Everything becomes magnetized properly, you know, because everything. See, it's like Jesus said in that esoteric statement: "If I'm raised up on a pole, I will draw all men unto me." It means everything. Everything is drawn to the Lord. It's drawn into the source, and you become that like one of those whirlpools, and draws everything to the source. Everything good, and even the bad things, the bad people become transformed by your association. They like you. You know, when I don't preach, if I don't preach, you know, even bad people, you know, would talk to me. I would, you know, talk with them, and there's no hatred, and they feel it. They pick up the vibe. And everybody here, when the deeper you go into this relationship with the transcendental God, the Lord, he's beyond this whole universe. Actually, um, you see how everything is directly or indirectly connected with him. You know, so everything I look at, it's Krishna. You know? He's everywhere. You know, it's all about relationship. You know, this relationship, and You become protected just naturally by Krishna, by his, by his presence. This playful Krishna of Vrindavan. That's why you see he's always portrayed as a cowherd boy. He's a player. He's a plays. They play games. And that's what he does. Just like the world. The world's playing games with everybody. These lies and these cheatings and all of that are the games of the shadow of the Lord. See, but then there's the transcendental games. That's what we're doing here. These are the transcendental games. See, we play, and this is perfect. This is our spiritual body awakening. Now we're identifying as a spiritual entity, a soul, and that soul has a protective relationship with the Lord. See, Radha is protected by Krishna and her love for Krishna. Yeah. And it's a relationship, and this is the priest is meant to marry people, right? So they do that on a physical level. Can you imagine the real? That's just a shadow of the truth. The priest is meant to marry our soul with God again. With the Krishna represents the personification of God, and God is a person, that's the ultimate revelation and realization. It's all leading to this, this relationship, and that's the real priest. That's the real marriage. That's who you should be looking for. Is where's a teacher like that? Where's the different words for these? But where's a prophet like that? Where's a priest like that? Where's an acharya like that? Where's a spiritual master like that? Where's a guru like that? Where's a preceptor? That's there. That's the one that the whole universe needs to ultimately transcend this. They're the true mediums. The Pope is the representation, the external shadow representation of the true medium who does come embodied also, but their spiritual body is awakened. See, and then that's why you see I'm meeting people, and I've met you guys, and you guys are transcending this whole world, the whole universe, because this is a rare event, a rare thing to meet such a person, because everybody's meeting the shadow of this, the shadow of this truth. They're meeting the popes and who can't really do anything. They got all these material motives and all of this stuff. They're all just meeting the shadow. So ultimately, you meet the real empowered person that's brought here into the world or converted. Like you're all becoming like that. People will have to go to you to enter into this marriage. You become priests. That's what the early Christians, they saw. They were becoming real priests, that could marry people to God through the way of awakening the spirit. With this spirit, the spirit arises up, and this is now you become qualified to play with God, to play with the Lord, and liberate the world by doing that. What do you think? The Vrindavan's liberating the world. The devotees there, all they're doing is playing with Krishna and changing the whole universe. The whole universe is purified by Krishna and his devotees just getting together and having fun. Can you imagine such a path? This is the hands down the best of all paths, is to find the devotees who are empowered to marry you to Krishna, to God again, and then play in like they did in the Garden of Eden. Very close, intimate relationship with God, with the Lord in the various forms. So our line is Radha and Krishna. And if you're meant to have another deity, that'll manifest too. Like Govinda, he likes Shiva. He's a Shiva guy. Whatever your deity is, you can appreciate. But Radha and Krishna are really nice. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. That's the Siddhanta for today. Playing with Krishna this way. I love it. When I saw that picture, I said, yeah, that's how it is. Playing with Krishna, man. Yeah. In that way, everything is accomplished. Purification, inspiration, love, devotion, freedom, sovereignty. All your problems go down the drain. What else where can you get a path like that? And a simple chanting of this mantra in association. Don't forget this. in association with devotees, because you got it. It's a great gift. This is a great gift we have. This is our real family. You can feel it, man. Yeah, you can, when you have your old family, the bodily family. They're bodily families, right? They act like bodily family. They look at you like a body, right? They look at, what the hell? Where are you now? You're in a whole different place, right? They can't understand where you are because you're changed, transformed. You're in a spirit form now. See, even though you got a physical body, but you're in your spirit now. It's a much better place to be, isn't it? A much happier place. Look at Lalita. She smiles and laughs. The most gorgeous person. People with bhakti become beautiful, really fully beautiful. You know, otherwise, it's not real beauty. When the soul is awakened, that's the real beauty. That's what God loves. And you begin to love that. You love what Krishna loves. I'll stop. I don't like calling him God, man. He's my pal. He's my friend. Krishna is a perfect word for him. I don't know exactly who and what he is, but man, he's nice to be around. Yeah. And its devotion is the key. This is how you get Krishna. But without the devotees, how are you going to get devotion? Come on, man. You got all the fakes around, the imitations. The colored pieces of glass. You need the diamond. Man. The diamond is devotion. Ecstatic devotion, man. See the devotees they are who they are. They're a devotee, man. They're devoted. Why wouldn't you be, man? You found the greatest male in the whole universe. It doesn't matter whether you're in a female or male body. You're going to love that personality. Yeah, because all liberated souls do. And if you're not a liberated soul, you're loving God also as well. He's that too. He's the material form. That's his shadow form. You'll love wealth. Okay, you're loving that Lord in that gross form. Very gross, very heavy. It weights you down. And that's why the soul leaves the body, and the gold stays here. It's heavy, man. It's like an anchor. And that's what pulls the living entities back here, is their attachments to all this stuff. Attachments to gold, attachment to control. That's that weight, man. Manipulation, control. Boats. Oh, to come back and have another boats. And do this work. I was telling Maria yesterday. It's so nice. When you get free of that. Like the people we were talking about, young and old souls. She knows all these. This is a special person here coming. Very amazing, actually. I feel very blessed. About young souls. You could see that. See, people that go after all the material stuff. They're young souls. It's true. They think that's going to make them happy. Yeah, they accumulate all this stuff. That'll make them happy. It's a young soul. That they haven't seen where this is all going yet. Not clearly. Faith in governments and governors and politicians and these young souls are like that. Older souls see there's something not quite right here in this world, or faith in it. So anyway, it's nice to introduce people to Krishna and Krishna in his various forms. Like Lord Caitanya and Nityananda. And these are all, and that's why we read the pastimes, because these pastimes are all spiritual, spirit, and when your spirit is awakened, you become attracted. So our function here is to awaken people's spirit, their spirit forms, so that they can appreciate the association of these beings in these transcendental spiritual books. These are not religious books. They take you beyond religion. You transcend religion. These are for people that are ready to abandon religion, because religion is also for younger souls. See, so you notice those in religion, they're not attracted usually to what we're doing yet. See, because this is where it's going, and they're not quite ready for that. Yeah. So it's amazing because see, Krishna is in the heart. He's got that form. He's super conscious. He's the true eternal representation of these computer things that these people want to put all our information in this computer so they can track and trace our personality, our minds, and everything. That's already done. It takes, the shadow is always trying to imitate what is already done. And see, this is the path of ease. I don't have to control anything or anybody. That's the Lord's job. I just get to play with him. That's more attractive than anything. Is to swing with God, to swing with Krishna. Yeah, and everything comes from that. Everybody is. If you're meant to be controlled by his Maya, you go over that corner. It's just like that movie Matrix. The architect represents the shadow, which is the Maya, the illusion, the devil, whatever you want to call that guy. That personality. It's a person, actually. And so the architect said, yeah, there's some people, they're not interested in freedom and sovereignty. They're not interested in going to. So the truth is, they're not interested yet because they don't know its value. They don't know its value of being free of the Maya. The illusion is in control of most people in this world. And so gradually people start to see everything is cheating us. It's here to cheat the soul out of your wealth. And when you get wind of that, you might get a little angry at first, but then you'll be, thank you. You'll be saying, hey, thank you, Maya, for showing me what's real or pushing me towards what's real. Okay? Here, we don't get cheated, man. This is, well, maybe in a playful way, but for our benefit, cheat us. Lolita got cheated out of all her karma, man, all her goody two-shoes stuff. You can't get her to do a good deed now if you paid her. She ain't going to go for the burnout that comes from being really good, a good girl, and all that stuff. You don't want to be a good person or a bad person. You want to be a transcendental, not want to be. You're a transcendental person now, having transcendental relationships, and nobody can understand you in the world unless the Lord pushes them towards you. You become one of those kind of persons. Yeah. And so, yeah, this is a wonderful mission to make people happy, truly happy. And it's so simple. It's a path of ease. There's a little problem. The purification, you got to let go of all those weights you've been carrying. That's the hardest thing, is the attachment to the weights, isn't it? The bewilderment of that. Sometimes you think the weights, the heavy things is you, no. No, we're free. We're sovereign, meant to be free in our deity, in our beloved deity. It's real. This is relationship. To be free alone, it's not about that, man. Who the heck wants to be alone? I mean, I want to be alone in the world because I don't also like Maria. I don't like to associate with low vibrations. I don't want to take it on unless the person wants to be free. But ultimately, we're meant to be in a transcendental spiritual relationship with the Supreme Soul. That's the truth. It's so that's only half the battle, is to get free of the world. The other is, well, there's no battle. Well, the battle is with what's inside, because once we understand this and cultivate this transcendental spiritual relationship with Krishna. Just really find chanting and into the pastimes as they advance a little, understand a little more of these pastimes, how transcendental they are. Also, they represent our spiritual family here in this world, get us ready for the next world, because these bodies are all going to drop off at some point. And then if you're attracted to these pastimes, because that's part of the work here, or the play here, part of our play on this stage of the world, is get people to be naturally attracted to the pastimes of the Lord. And then you're in that consciousness. And when your body drops, you're in that consciousness. You know who you are, and you just go right into, that reality appears. No, you just automatically. because that's the reality we've cultivated here. Otherwise, the reality of the world comes back. You go back into the womb, you're stuffed there for 9 months, suffering actually. The baby's suffering, and then you come out and you have to do all this stuff again. People here, you become ecstatic. Once this arises in you, you become qualified for the kingdom and you're promoted there. You may come back as a teacher, I already had this. When I came, immediately as soon as I got in contact with devotees and devotional literature, like that, I awakened. Somehow, for some reason, I came back. I don't know why. Who knows? I kind of know, but the Lord, wants more friends, man. Somebody's, yeah. So it's nice to me. This is they call this is a lila. This is a lila now that we're in. We're here. This is a pastime of the Lord to bring people, bring flowers. People are like these wilted flowers, and when the devotees touch their lives, they start to bloom, and you bring them back to the feet of that transcendental Lord, Krishna. It's beautiful. This is sacred time. Bring in everybody. Everybody's drawn. Ultimately, all the Vaides will be drawn here. Whether it's in this cycle or another, they'll be drawn to the Lord's servant, his the finisher, the closer, close the deal, to consummate the marriage. Because these guys, these gurus can marry your body, but who can marry your soul to God? They're rare. rare treats. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Let's see. Maybe we'll read a little of the pastimes here. Let's start. So Maria's never heard these things before. So we'll see. This book is Lord Caitanya came here and he brought all his devotees from the spiritual dimension. Okay? And so they acted just like they did in the spiritual dimension here. And that's because that's like a little child. When it's born, automatically it learns from its parents. It actually thinks it's its parents, because it needs the role model of its parents of how to act in this world. Otherwise it cannot. And so the Lord has to come here. And because ultimately we have these transcendental parents. They come here, and family, transcendental family. It's not just one person or one God. God has brothers, just like there are brothers here in this world. There's brothers in the spiritual dimension. The brothers here are see, the man was created in God's image. That's what the Bible teaches. It's true. It's the image of the truth. We're created in the image of God, in the image of devotees of the Lord. See, this is where the Bible doesn't explain. We can explain because this is the next level of empowerment. The Lord created devotees in the image in the world. You have relationships as a person. You're devoted to your family, your friends, right? Your friends are important. They have precedence over others. Others are just outsiders, right? See, all that is a reflection of the spiritual dimension. It's all going on in spirit. The same thing is we have our mother and father or friend and or two intimate friends, Radha and Krishna, whatever your relation. Well, it's not really father and mother and that type of thing. They don't. It's not really that in the spiritual world. They're more. You could be their servant, and where there are masters or our intimate girlfriends or boyfriends, and all this stuff that's going on here is going on in that dimension. And here is the training. Here you come in, you're getting purified here, and you start to act. Here are those relationships are manifesting. We're starting to feel our spirit relationships with each other. You notice there's a more harmony going on there. And also there's some fights, there's fights often in there too. They're fighting too. They're fighting here, they fight there too. It's all beautiful, but it's all spiritual. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to read through the book a little bit here. And oh yeah, and I want to explain a few things. So actually, okay, when you're genuinely entering the spiritual consciousness, is this is what freaks people out, is you have these moods, these ecstatic moods, ecstatic feelings. See, just like there are feelings in this world, the feelings of the mundane world, they're like iron, and they all, you just sadness, your friends die, or your cat dies or something, and you feel, who likes that? You like that feeling? Nobody likes. It's disempowering, right? Makes you like weak. But could you imagine when you get in your spiritual body, man, and in separation? Sometimes there's separation from Krishna or friends or even devotees, but that feeling is transcendental, and it's you cannot, until you really get there and understand it, you can't really fully understand it. But this may be some idea pointing there, is the separation also is empowering, not disempowering, not debilitating. It actually empowers your relationships. It brings them to a deeper level, even. See? Because there is no, the Lord always comes back. That's why ultimately you'll want this relationship with Krishna, because he may sometimes disappear. But if he does, it deepens and empowers your relationship to go deeper. And it's beautiful. It's a transcendental, gold like feeling. The feelings of the material world are iron like. See, they're like iron, hot iron. They burn, and they're not very nice. But people experience them because either you're in the reflection or you're in the light. The light of the truth. See? So the feelings that happen or begin to manifest in the people coming here, already you can see these feelings are transcendental, and they empower your relationship with spirit, in spirit, while you're in this world and in all your existence, wherever you're existing. And you never disappear, because we're all eternal servants of the Lord. Always. There's nobody like anybody here. All unique and individual. And we see that coming. Everybody is so unique and beautifully individual here. And especially once they turn towards Krishna, they start to bloom more and more and more. And they start to shine like a jewel, glitter. I'm telling you, this stuff is amazing. What's going on here is very rare. Very rare. All in Playa. Starting here in Playa del Carmen. Yeah, I got a Synchrotron buddy here, Maria. She says, "Oh yeah." I said, "Hey, maybe we can go out and sing her." She said, "Oh yeah, yeah." She's like that, ready. She's ready. I just met her. Yeah, basically yesterday we went out for lunch, and then we chanted, together. And already, just naturally, the soul knows. The soul knows, and yeah. So whoever, if everybody sticks and stays in the circle, you'll see your bhakti will get stronger and stronger, and your understanding will be deeper and deeper and deeper into how real this really is. There ain't anything more real than this that I've ever found. I'd be there if there was, and I've done a few things, in this life. That's why even the Vaidhi Bhakti level in the religion, with the Vaishnavas, that's not either. You end up getting booted out of those groups. Once you advance a little bit, they'll kick you out. They'll kick you out. Yeah, because there's not, that's not the real family yet. Vaidhi, that level. They say, "Oh, hey, you don't belong here, man. We can't relate to you. You're not into the rules enough." You're not ruled by rules, man. You're too free. You don't like that. Okay, so that's a little bit about devotional mellows. So these feelings that you see the devotees here, yeah, they're very different. Yeah, they're not seen. I haven't seen them on this planet anywhere. They're that unique. But see, this one of the truths about this avatar who came here 550 years ago is he's considered the latest incarnation of the Godhead. And he came to give what is very rarely given. Like the Vedas, they teach of these yuga cycles. There's different cycles that time, like time zones of, of the cosmic clock, different time zones. So there's the Kali Yuga time zone. It's 437,000 years or something. It's actually the shortest time because there's so much destruction going on here. Just everything gets messed up. So anyway, everything. Then there's Satya Yuga. Then it goes from Kali Yuga into Satya Yuga. So it doesn't matter where you start. Wherever it starts, it starts. So to say we start from Satya Yuga. From Satya Yuga is a time of a lot of good stuff. The people in the goodness are in charge. You can look at it like that. In this Satya Yuga, which we're not in now, the good people, the demigod types, the good persons are in charge, and there's a lot of happiness materially anyway, and people are also into truth, into God, and they're doing meditation, and there's a certain practice for them. They do meditation to attain the Lord. Okay? So that's Satya Yuga. Then there's the next Yuga, which is Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga. So in Treta Yuga, there's another, I forgot exactly these little details. There's some kind of meditation that you do to attain God. This because everything is headed towards self-realization. So, but the thing is, like in Satya Yuga, people lived a lot longer. They lived like thousands of years. And also the process is tougher, more difficult, to realize the ultimate. Everything is going towards realizing our soul's relationship with God. You see, in the Satya Yuga, they do it, they live in, they do a lot of meditations and all of this. And when I go through this Yuga, you'll see it, maybe start to appreciate what's going on now. Okay. So that's Treta Yuga. So there's some kind of thing. I have to go and look at the details, what kind of meditation they do. And there's always an incarnation in every Yuga. In Satya Yuga, there was an incarnation. I forgot what it is. I'm not a good detail man on all this stuff. Now I'm going to go look into it and I'll remember later. So there's an incarnation that comes in Satya Yuga, also Treta Yuga, an incarnation who comes and says, this is what you can do to very easily attain enlightenment, awaken your soul in relationship and transcend the world, transcend the universe. Because this is what it's all about. There's nothing in this universe that's perfect. Everything is full of fault. So either if you're lucky, you find out now, because that opportunity is here, and I'll get into why that is too. Treta Yuga, and that's also a long time. Satya Yuga is a long time. It's more than, anyway, millions of years, billions of years, and then Treta Yuga is also millions of years, and then there's Dwapara Yuga, and that's also that's when deity worship, when they worship deities and everything to attain enlightenment. But that takes a long time also. And then the next Yuga is the fourth one. It's Kali Yuga. That's the one we're in now. It's the age of hypocrisy. See, hypocrisy, quarrels, lies, cheating, deceptions. Everything is dark now. You notice? Everything you're listening, they tell you our governments are all turned into Kali, lies, complete lie. If they tell you that this is good for you, you got to know that it's bad for you. I mean, this just, you don't even have to, after you see what they're doing, you see, I see big pharma, all that stuff, that what they're doing is actually bad for me. It's not really good for me. There's a lot of, maybe there's some good in it, but there's a lot of Trojan horses and everything. People want to help you, but really they want to hinder you in the governments and all of this. They say they want to keep you safe, but it's the opposite. See, this is Kali Yuga. It's a big lie and getting bigger all the time, bigger fibs. Okay, so now This incarnation, Lord Caitanya, is an incarnation who came in this Kali Yuga. But in most Kali Yugas, in all the other Kali Yugas, there's usually this incarnation is only in this Kali Yuga. It's a special one, and that's another good fortune of ours. In the other Kali Yugas, there's an incarnation that comes at the end, and it's called Kalki. And he comes and everything is so bad here, so dark here. You know how, like, sometimes if you're any sensitive, if you're any good in you, isn't there'll be some hatred to you. You just hate. You're just gonna hate these people that are lying to you. You're gonna hate these people that are sticking a knife in your back, betraying you, and betraying your confidence, It's just kind of natural. You're gonna hate that. See, so there's so much hate and anger and everything that the incarnation, all the Lord can do is to come in with a sword and just wipe everybody out. But if you're wiped out by the sword of the Lord, you get actual liberation. See, because it's the Lord, everything he touches is blessed. Doesn't matter if he touches you with a slap or a sword, you get liberated. That's just what everything is a blessing. And that's comes to our point here, man. When you become attached to this Krishna, your whole life becomes a blessing. It has to. There's no way it cannot be blessed. Because just coming close in this transcendental relationship with the Lord is nothing but a blessing. Everything becomes blessed. In Kali Yuga, without this kind of transcendental relationship awakened, everything is cursed. You live under the curse. In the Bible, Paul used to preach about this. He said, everything is under the curse. Everybody's under the curse except when you accept Jesus. See? Accept his teaching. Accept his word. See? It's either you believe in the word of truth coming from the Lord's really transcendentally empowered devotees and get the blessing, or you believe in the word of his Maya, that lie. The darkness that's coming out of the mouths of these politicians and doctors and lawyers and everything. People are either going towards this truth, or they're going away from it, going toward more into the darkness and being taken down by that. You notice how people selling out. You notice how how many of those soldiers, actually, as this is being amped up, they know deep inside that they're doing wrong, but they're following orders, right? See, they're following a word. They're following a word of their superiors. They accept them as superiors. See? So, and they are. See, this is the thing. So this Lord Caitanya came here to give us a knowledge, an understanding that is so deep, that is very rarely understood here. Now, if you take these yuga cycles and go through them 27 times, and that's billions and zillions of years, long time. You go through them 27 times. On the 28th time, the 28th Kali Yuga, this incarnation comes. What is the proof? The proof is I'm telling you, I'm sharing this kind of understanding and consciousness. In any other Kali Yuga, it would be far, far away. There would be no Vedas, no devotion, not even a stick of it. Nothing. It'd just be complete darkness, and all people would be overwhelmed by that darkness. Everybody would be a servant. They'd all be the new world order that they want to make. All slaves and just serving the hive mind of darkness. See? This incarnation and his real associates and servants are holding that at bay, even as we speak. It's more powerful than the darkness. This what the Lord has brought here, and that's why A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada took great care to write these books. books in the hands of a living person, living devotee that is empowered, watch out. Because people are going to get free. They're going to be set free. So this gives you a little idea of what's happening in this particular time. It's a very rare time. And the highest of the highest is given in the darkest of the darkest times. This is the golden age you're talking about. It's like a vein. You know how gold grows in dirt. There's a vein. It has all these rocks and everything around it, but there's only this gold vein that's valuable. See, that's this. That's what we're doing here. This gold. This is the gold vein. Show me something more deep than this. Show me an explanation better. See, that's why I say these books in the hands of a person who has realized who's in these books, who these books really are. Oh, are you going to get truth? And people are. You're getting very deep truth here. So yeah, so anyway, for me or Maria's benefit, we just give a little synopsis of things. Yeah. See, and so yeah. So Lalita, why don't you read us chapter 2 in Adikanda here, the appearance of Lord Caitanya.
I'll take it. Adi Kanda?
Yes, Adikanda.
Oh,
Thank you, Lalita.
thank you, Guru Maharaj.
Thank you for your association and your shelter.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Jaya Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra. Jaya Guru. Oh, glories. Oh, glories to the beautiful Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Who is Sri Jagannath Vishnu's son. And the Supreme Lord of all. Oh, glories. Oh, glories to Lord Caitanya. The life and soul of Sri Nityananda and Sri Gadadhara Pandita. Oh, glories to the shelter of Sri Advaitacharya and the unlimited devotees. Oh, glories to Lord Gauranga and his associates. One receives loving devotion to the Supreme Lord simply by hearing transcendental topics about Lord Caitanya Repeatedly. Repeatedly, I offer my obeisances at the Lord's lotus feet and at the lotus feet of all his associates. Praying that the balsams of the Lord may appear upon my tongue. Fantastic. Oh, glory. Oh, glorious Lord Caitanya. The ocean of compassion. The ocean of compassion. And oh,
Yeah,
glory.
yeah, yeah. You know, the compassion of Lord Chaitanya is to come into this Kali Yuga and to liberate the darkest of the dark. You know, there'd be no hope for the kinds of beings that are here now coming into this Kali Yuga. That's why a lot of good people are coming too, a lot of people ready for this. So you got everything coming here. You got really bad people, and Lord wants to help everybody. You know, and when Lord Chaitanya came here 550 years ago, he had people born in different places. You know, devotees. Devotees were born in really impious places sometimes to save the residents there. Otherwise, there's no hope for anyone. It shows you the Lord is so compassionate like that. You know, and the devotees are too. You know, it's like people a lot of times they fault me for going into the. I like to go to dark places. I like to go to places where there's hedonism and stuff like that. Because if they people can understand, I like it. You know, it's a sutra thing. You know, because you know there's jewels here. You know, people there's a lot of people that are they're at towards the end of the hedonism. You know, they just they're just sick of it, but they don't know what else to do. You know, and they're burnt out, and so a lot of times they'll when they hear this message and get this association, they'll think, oh wow, this is hope. You know, this is more than hope. What we have here is assurance. You get actual, not just hope. I hope it's going to be good. You know, you get personal assurance. You stay here a while, and you'll see you're assured of your destination. You're assured of your happiness because you begin to partake of it. You know, you become neutral towards everything. You know, it's like, oh, okay, I'm here. Let me share. Let me help some beings here. Yeah. Yeah. So go ahead, Lily.
Oh my God, oh glory to Lord Chaitanya, the ocean of compassion, and all glories.
Now
Oh,
that's compassion. You know, that's compassion, not to, to give pure love of God to people who don't deserve it.
yeah.
You know, the highest thing that even these great sages in meditation and saints barely can attain. He just gives it freely to people in this world. That's why when I see gurus say, oh, you did many lifetimes before, oh, okay, we'll step aside. We'll give it to people in this lifetime. You know, why are people following that path? You know, why don't you follow this path? We give it in this lifetime, man. People are they're just diving into the kingdom of Vrindavan here, man. You know, what is this? Many lifetimes? So that's okay, fine. You preached it and everything. Okay, let's anybody ready to move on? You want it this lifetime? Any you Gaudiya Smiti per persons you want it this lifetime? Or you want to just make the big show? No, let's put the big pompy show and throw the big flowers and have the big sticks prance around. Oh, Gurudev, give me mercy. What kind of mercy? I don't know. We're all just saying this blindly. Give me mercy, Gurudev. What kind of mercy? Does he have any ecstatic devotion? Does he have anything of substance to give you? Any real knowledge to point you to the real way? Stuff like that. Well, I don't know. It's just kind of these talking heads. Give me mercy, popping up, and wilting, because you end up wilting because you get no real life. This is life, man. Truth. You know, true love, man. Real devotion in this life, man. Forget about this many lifetime thing. Come here. You'll get attracted to the Lord. You'll see this stuff is real, man. More real than any of this other baloney. What? Go ahead. What?
You experience that it's undeserved mercy. You really experience it. Where is this coming from?
Yeah. It's real. Yeah. This is spirit is more real than anything. Even Jesus taught. You know, he used to talk about. He said that's just the body, man. The spirit is important. Spirit is everything. See, and so you know, the whole point of life is to activate our spiritual body because it's a body, man. It's substantial when it's activated. It becomes stronger. It's like all the parables you start to understand how Jesus spoke. He said the kingdom of God is like a mustard seed. Starts as small as a seed and becomes the greatest of all trees. See, that's the guru you need, man. They're the guy who they're taking you through the jungle to this Vrindavan paradise, and they hack away. They got a nice little chopper and spade, man, hacking away, and then they get some assistance on the side, you know, to help. Okay? So we're hacking away to this paradise here, because there's a lot of things protecting it in the Maya. The illusion's always trying to protect it, keep you down. I was talking to Maria about this downtime. See, Maya keeps everything in downtime. Your time is down here in this world. See, self-realization. Your time is up time. You know, you're up in the spiritual consciousness. See, your energy is up into bliss, into ecstasy, and you stay there. See? And that's the thing. And see, that mustard seed grows and starts to keep you up there. See, so there's less downtime here, you know, being smashed down to the. You know. So it's great. I mean, you associate with devotees and with these talks, they elevate your consciousness, you know, and you see that oh wow, this is so great. Sadhu Sangha, get together. Let's talk about truth, man. Feel this elevation. Let's chant the name and experience the elevation. See, without this chanting, your energy is not elevated, and you cannot appreciate these things. That's why chanting is very important. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, glories to Lord Nityananda. The embodiment of loving devotional service.
So this is how it all starts, is through Nityananda and Lord Caitanya. Nityananda, another representation is Balaram from the other Leela 5,000 years ago. There's 550, which is Lord Caitanya, and 5,000, which was Krishna and Balaram. They're both the same. They're both the same beings in different incarnations. Okay? Nityananda was Balaram, and Krishna was Lord Caitanya. Actually, it's a little bit more intricate than that, but basically, you can look at it like that. Krishna is Lord Caitanya, and Balaram is Nityananda. So our line. This is why I was also telling people about you got to come in the line. See, the line is a current that goes all the way back from where it started, Nityananda and Lord Caitanya. Okay, that current of knowledge and ecstasy comes through only the line. If you don't meet this line here, that we are here, you won't get it. Doesn't matter. There, like if you go to the Hare Krishna temples, the ISKCONs, and all of those, Gaudiya Smiti, even, you go to all of them, you won't get this. Because this is the real line. The books even prove it. That's why I'm preaching now. That's why Prabhupada came to me in the lucid dream. He wrote these books basically for our preaching here. Yeah? So the line can be really clearly established. If you do not manifest the kind of devotion that Lord Caitanya and Nityananda and their devotees had, you're not in the real line yet. You need to get into the real line. I don't care who initiated you. I don't care if Prabhupada initiated you. still you need shiksha. You need instruction from those who are in the line solidly and are giving the more confidential teachings. That goes for everybody. If you don't come in the line, you think I'm just going to figure it out on my own. Well, good luck. Good luck. That's why the lines are established by the Lord Caitanya. You need to catch this spirit in that line because it's a current. And that's what makes the chanting juicy, is that association. It sparks the chanting, gives life to the chanting. And then, and then it develops more and more. So that's really important. So Nityananda our lines come from him, Nityananda, and Advaita also. And also Nityananda's wife, also, she was like his other half. She also initiated. They're Mahajanava lines, and Nityananda line. But you see, a lot of them, they're not potent. They don't have this ecstatic current. It's so hard to get unless you're in the real line that they all speculate on what it is. They all create something different, and say that's what it is, but it's not. It's this. It's what you see here, this kind of chanting. So either you've had this connection from a previous life or you get it in this life. So most will get it in this life. And some get it from a previous life and they come here and they're hindered by these gurus. And a lot of times they don't even know it. Their bhakti is still like a mustard seed, and they need the protection of those in the real line. The real guru represents Nityananda, genuinely, really does. That power of Nityananda to protect you from the Maya comes through the real guru. Otherwise, you don't have the real guru. Okay? You need that protection. That's like the story of Lakshman and Sita. Sita represents the budding bhakti. And Nityananda represents the protector of that bhakti. He's a protector of Sita. And he told her when he went to go and see Ram, to help Ram out, he said, stay in this inner circle. Okay? That's what we got here. This inner circle here is circle devotees who protect us from the Maya. Don't think this Maya is strong. This Maya is unconquerable except by going through the gate, going through the door, and staying, chanting in a great happy mood and association, developing our little mustard seeds into growing into big branches. See, and the branch stays with the tree, right? Okay? The branch doesn't branch off in the sense of like break. You want to break that branch? Well, people have done that already here. They break off, and then they're tossed out into the Maya, and they don't even know it. The branch needs to become a good branch, strong branch, become a real vine on that branch, so that people will connect to the family, the real devotional family. And that's what's going on, that kind of stuff. Go ahead, Lalita, read
Oh, the spiritual truth of the brothers, Lord Caitanya, Lord Nityananda, as both the Supreme and as servitors of the Supreme is incomprehensible.
Yeah, it's incomprehensible, but understandable to devotees and to those who they explain it to. So read that sentence again. It's very deep, very important.
Yeah. The spiritual truth of the brothers, Lord Caitanya and Lord Nityananda, as both the Supreme and as servitors of the Supreme, is incomprehensible.
Yeah, well, that's why they came. It is so juicy that even the Lord himself saw, look at the devotees. They have so much fun serving me. What is it in me that is so attractive? And then see in the story, Rukmini says, well, unless you come as in the form of a devotee, especially your greatest one, you'll never know. And then Krishna, God, says, really? I never heard anybody tell me that before. Repeat that. I want to hear it again. No, that's what he said to Rukmini. So yeah, it's and that's what the Lord wants to show us as an example. How wonderful it is. So he had two reasons to come. First, to enjoy that relationship with him himself as a devotee. And Nityananda also, to come as a servitor of Krishna or Lord Caitanya. It's so juicy, so wonderful. He was very enthusiastic serving. He loved it, and so it's incomprehensible until you meet a real devotee. Then you can hear it explained and shown. Yeah, it's shown even by a disciple who serves their guru. How much I also think, I'm thinking, boy, how much happiness the Lita gets from, what is it in me that she's seeing? How come I didn't get the great happiness to do like her? Have some living person where I can just extract all these fantastic qualities. See, it's like father like son thing. You become, there's the son, and then there's the son in the world. See, the son of God. We're all built. This is all by the word, born of the word. See, this is why the devotees, they speak a transcendental vibration that lifts up your consciousness, above bodily identifications, bodily beliefs, bodily speculations that keep you down, You wonder, even Maria, we're talking about this, she's, because she's a higher conscious person. But why can't I stay up? Why can't I stay and live there? I said, well, you got to go through in the process. This process will keep you up. You won't go down. No more downtime. But you got to go through the process. You got to hang with the devotees. You got to follow the chant, associate with devotees, and it comes very fast. The Lord is given the shortcut. So, whoever takes it will get it. Otherwise, have you had enough experience trying to get there into the ultimate place on your own? It's hard, and it's just, this is why Jesus says, go through the door. See, I am the door. Those who go through the door get the paradise. See? If you don't come through the door, you're trying to enter the kingdom of God in some other way, then you're thrown out. You may get a glimpse and everything, but you keep throwing down. So we teach how to go through the door. The door is Jesus, of course. Yet you got to meet a representative of Jesus. It's Lord Caitanya, of course, but and Nityananda, of course, but you got to meet their representatives who are actually there. Unless you're actually there, unless you actually overcome putanas, and the speculation demons and all of that, you can't help people in through the door. See, so either you went through the door in a previous life, and then you bring it through, and then or you go through the door in this life, like my disciples. They go through the door here, they get in, and they stay in. They're not thrown out. You see Lalita thrown out of the door? Yeah, she stays in. She knows the process. She knows basically the process that God came here to teach. She acts in the process. You live the process, and that's your example. You want to be a guru. That's how being a guru, man. You show people how to get in. Nobody else can do that because you actually do it, and these other wannabes, they act as gurus, but it's just an act. They're not going in. They need this shiksha, but they won't do it. Therefore, they're not real representatives of this platform. They can't be. Lalita is. Just like people say, you must have a bona fide guru, right? You must have a bona fide guru. I was going to do a status thing. I did do a thing, and Facebook blotched it up. But anyway, that's another story. You need a bona fide guru. You need a bona fide guru. Yeah, what kind of bona fide guru do you need? Do you want one to teach you a bunch of rules and regulations and mandates? Okay, there's that. There are a lot of those gurus, right? Or do you want a guru that's going to teach you how to love Krishna in ecstasy? Okay? And a lot of people say, well, they're teaching me how to do it by rules and regulations, how to love Krishna. Yeah, but look how long it takes.
Many lives.
Yeah, that's why you see Narayan Maharaj was teaching you the path of many lifetimes. He even said, you don't want to realize Krishna, you got to go through the processes. It's like a whole big process, takes many lifetimes. You got to go through meeting the devotees, developing faith in devotional service, faith in Krishna, and then you got to engage in bhajan and work off all that karma and all that on your own strength. You see, teach your own strength, your own ability, chanting perfectly, by your own strength. And after this life, maybe you'll have maybe you have, it's highly doubtful that you'll get rid of all your material desires. And then you got to go to the next stage if you do. And that's a whole nother lifetime. And then, and people still doing it. Okay? So what do we preach here? See? You got a guru here. That's a guru of the mercy of Lord Caitanya, right? I'm here preaching about Lord Chaitanya's mercy. Oh, you think it's supposed to stop? You think he just came 550 years ago and said, here, I'm just going to liberate a bunch of people. Too bad, you Kali Yuga residents. No more good, what do you call treats for you. You get on, you work your butt off back like Treta Yuga and all that. That's what they're teaching, the old time thing. Anyway, I'm here to help people understand the fantastic mercy of Lord Caitanya to liberate people in this life. I'm here. I've been given the authority for that. And I'm very proud of that order that I got from Prabhupada and authority.
So important.
Yeah. Most important. Most.
Life-changing.
My students, they have just what the book tells you, chapter 1 of Adi Leela. You find the real guru and of this nature teaching you the confidential things about that Lord Caitanya and his teachings. Oh man, you have transcendental experience. You have a revolution in your life, man. Your life is going this way and then it goes this way. Okay? That's the kind of guru. If you don't have that, and I don't think anybody does except here.
That's the name. Revolution. You're right.
Revolution, man. You got to see that the spiritual master, they call that a devotee Bhagavat, devotee book. See, they're a book in the book, the knowledge in the form of a person. See, there's only one way that can happen. That's if God is actually using you like a flute. No other way. It's like sometimes the flute is on the shelf. Like when I walk around, usually flute's on the shelf. It's on the shelf. And everybody's, and then when I come to Sadhu Sangha, so there's a change, man. The Lord says it's time to pick up the flutes.
Oops.
Play a few tunes, man. But that's how it is. And everybody becomes like that. That's why Maria's great. She's a natural medium. By the way, if you need any healing, she's like a John of God, man. You know that John of God? That John of God back there. He would get people coming through him, and he get healed. She's got that kind of voices, and she's a medium for that stuff. Yeah, trippy. This lady, she's a vegan, man. She doesn't drink. She doesn't do anything. Doesn't associate with mundane people. Unbelievable. I mean, so Krishna knows who to attract. Nice person, but just like, wow, man.
And then that name, Maria.
Yes, that name, yeah, Maria. It's like, yeah. It's the friend of Mary, Maria. Was it her name Maria too, right? Friend of Mary.
Maria, yeah. In my language, we say Maria.
See, it's like this is what I like about Krishna. He only brings to our sangha nice, really people that are, that are on board, that are nice. I mean, he bring anybody, but you know, everybody benefits. But it's so nice to see, the people that come and they really like what we're doing. They're really into it. I mean, right off, practically right off the bat, they feel it inside intuitively. So anyway, if she sticks with this, and she'll see from her own experience, because no blind belief here. You get your own experience, man. Try it for 30 days, and see. She told me, she said, yeah, after I heard this chanting in the class, she said all day long this mantra was going and I couldn't stop. It just couldn't. I felt so good, I couldn't stop. Where's
Wow.
that coming from? That's special
Wow.
mercy in the Lord.
Yeah. Previous life.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, it's so nice to have a spiritual family. The Lord doesn't want to. I mean, this is such a gift because it's not easy to get what we're doing here going on this world. It's so dark. It needs a lot of spiritual potency. Man. It really does. That's why you see Prabhupada came in the dream, and then Krishna comes, and authorizes all of this. That means there's a lot of backing. We have a lot of backing, to make this thing work really nice. So I assume many, many people are going to come more and more. It's too good, man. It's too good to keep under wraps. Every day is getting better and better, deeper, deeper. It's just like I can't contain it anymore. It's just too fantastic. I just, yeah. That's the way it is. It's spontaneous devotional service like that. It grows and stronger and stronger and stronger, and then starts overcoming the banks. So Lord Caitanya and his Leela was like that. He started growing, his relationship. He was hiding it most of the time, this prema, and it started to grow more. He couldn't stop it anymore. Too much love and relations, just started to grow more. He just came over. And that's why they thought he was crazy at first, because nobody had ever seen this. Just like now, nobody's ever seen this kind of worship. The Krishna devotees think we're crazy often. They've never seen this kind of devotion. Well, that's just a short-term thing. They'll see this is all very real and very wonderful, and it's what the God that they're worshiping came to bring. It's just being brought again, man. Why not? Yeah, it's alive. It's alive again. Man. See, it's alive. It's not a lie. It's alive. See, there's the lie, and then there's the live. See, you got to see this bhakti live. You got to see it live, online. See, it's online, not just online. See, it's online here too. You see it here also, but online, where it's online in life, not offline. See? So it's not, doesn't exist. It's offline. Sorry, not happening. But the current is online again. The switch has been switched on. The flame on. Come get the come into the bonfire, man. Just burn up all that karma like that. Burn up. That's the thing. How can Lalita be there? I remember I went to Germany and we had a little bit of a thing over there, but it just was part of it. But I felt that there was like something really coming to a head there. I felt it like real. It's going to be a big dump in karma, and it was. It took a little while, but man, but once it's gone, oh man, it's just you found the life and you stay in the life, man. You're in truth and you stay in truth forever. Can you imagine going out of this, Lalita, anymore? Can you imagine going back into anything?
No. I don't go anywhere anymore.
She goes in Sankirtan. She's this angel going through the streets, man. And people, they can. Some people see a little bit, but nobody, because people are carrying a lot of stuff. It takes a while for it to go down. That's why if you come here, man, that means you're ready, really ready to rip, man. Ready to rip that karma off, man. Because you're close to the fire here. It's very hot. And then it becomes very cool later, Okay, go ahead there, Lolita.
Okay.
I'm going to have to stop soon because, again, I don't have any full internet here. I'm just using my cell phone, and it's very expensive. They say they're going to fix it tomorrow or today, maybe today or tomorrow. Who knows? Go ahead.
Yet, by their causeless mercy, the absolute identities are revealed.
See, causeless mercy. They're just here. You get the mercy just because it's here. If it's not here, it's not here. See? So the cause of the mercy, it says causeless. In other words, they want to give it very easily and freely. But there is a cause. They are the cause. See? They're the cause of that. The devotees that are in the line are the cause of this mercy to others. Otherwise, you won't get it. You won't get it through these gurus. And none of them have shown me that they actually have this and can cause this kind of mercy to come to their disciples. Not even one of them. Not even Narayana. Can you imagine? I was with them a year and a half. I'm looking, where is, I wasn't clear because they had, they thought they did a good job of saying that I was not a real devotee, and I didn't have any real devotion, real bhakti. So I believed them. You see, it's all who you believe, and everything got covered. That's how it is. You believe in Maya, you believe in any level of illusion. You believe people misunderstanding or speculating, then you get the result of that. So I believed in it, and everything went down. My realizations became like I was, under that influence of the Vaidhi thing. So I forgot, what was my point?
Mercy, causeless mercy.
Causeless mercy, yeah. So I didn't see this causeless mercy of people just getting this ecstatic devotion. See, that's I even when Prabhupada was here, people didn't really get. I mean, like Jayananda and all that, they were great devotees, but who has seen this kind of ecstasy? Because Prabhupada wasn't giving it out. He had it, but that wasn't his mission. I mean, sure, they loved serving Prabhupada. They got, blissed out on the mantra and all this. But where are the ecstatic symptoms? See, that's for us to share.
Yeah.
This is our job. This is our play, our work, our whatever. Yeah. So if you come to see that this is what it's all about. That's why Lord Chaitanya, I mean, they're worshiping Lord Chaitanya and Radha and Krishna, and they don't know what it's all about. It's all about this. It's all about what's happening here. It's all about getting this quickly. That's the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. That's why I'm here, is preaching the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. You see, this is no joke. I'm not exaggerating. Lord Chaitanya's amazing grace place. It's an amazing grace place, full of the grace of Lord Chaitanya.
Yeah, and it's amazing.
And yeah, so if you want to know Krishna, and so those who want to know the Lord, the Supreme Lord, you come here, you're going to know things that nobody knows. And things that will be revealed to you through you that nobody knows. It's wonderful. It's amazing. It's like you become a jewel factory, or a gold, where you push out gold bullion, and jewels come out of you. The jewels are these truths, man. The jewels are this bhakti. These are the ornaments of Radharani, is this bhakti, this devotion. Yeah. Lalita's fabulously decorated. So attractive. Oh, you're so beautiful, Let me just be your servant forever.
Thank you. Guru Maharaj. Thank you for your
How
mercy.
can I not be? If Krishna is so attracted to Lily, how can I not be attracted? You know, you know. Well, I can't. I can't help it, man. She's so. Krishna's thinking she's so beautiful. He sees in Lalita the image of his Radha. You know.
I really don't know what's happening to me,
I know. It's all right. Just surrender. Let us all enjoy it.
I liked it so much. Oh my God.
It's going to save the world, man. It needs a lot of help, doesn't it? My God, man. So everybody's got our place. We got our place. The good people are fighting the evil people. The evil people are fighting the good people, and we're fighting them all. We're winning the battle here, because we're going to bring them all into the truth, man.
Oh, Guru Maharaj, thank you so much for everything that you're giving to us.
Yeah. There's friction between the good and the evil, the good and the bad. They're really fricting now, see. But from that friction comes the fire of the Lord, see. The Lord comes from that. That's the sacrifice, This is just a sacrifice. That's all it is.
Fire.
And then, see, the Lord's coming up. It's coming up through us, man. They're just going like this, and we're just, the Lord's appearing. You see how the Lord's appearing? More and more and more. God, the truth. Shuddha Bhakti, what all that is, man. Yeah, go ahead, Lily. A little bit more.
Their absolute identities are revealed.
The absolute identity. I'm sorry, I can't. Absolute identity is revealed. See, they're absolute truth. See, absolutely true forever, not just temporarily. Their absolute identity as Shuddha Bhakti on the highest level. See, devotee of God. Even Nityananda was a devotee of Lord Caitanya, devotee of Krishna, Balaram, And actually, Lord Caitanya was Radha and Krishna combined. They came in one form to teach us how to combine our worship with Krishna, in ecstatic fashion, like he did. See, and Madhavinda Puri did. See, he showed how to come into the line. He came into a line. Ishvar Puri was ecstatic. See, always ecstatic. It's all about ecstasy, my friend. Ecstasy is the answer to everything. This bubbling up of God inside that's been repressed. That's real repression. God is repressed. He wants to spring out, man. Spring up, man. The spring. You see the spring, the fountain of youth. See? You ever see those fireworks? The cone one,
Every day.
Yeah, this is what it's about here. We're here to bring people out of repression. It's another hat, man. Psychologists, just Sigmund Freud, get people out of repression. Okay? That's what we're here. Just here to just a little psychology, the transcendental psychology. Get people out of repressing Krishna. Like, get them up and out, man. You'll have a great time. You'll find out who you are and what you are. See, this absolute identity, man. You're absolute. We have an absolute identity. We're devotees of the Lord forever, man. Yeah, when we're devoted to the transcendental Satchidananda form of God. See, Sat is the eternal form. See, Chit represents the knowledge, the conception, the one we give here, by the way. The Chit. This ain't just any knowledge. This ain't knowledge that Einstein. This is a million times better than Einstein's knowledge. This isn't all about the universe. All is about the spiritual universe and its relationship to the material universe. It's best knowledge. See, chit, information, realized knowledge, man, because the Lord is living inside a real awakened devotee, man. He's a cone head, man. You know, the head of the cone, and fireworks coming out now. You didn't see the cone head thing, huh? So all a devotee is a cone, man. Cone for God. The Lord shoots up through that cone, man. You know, lots of fireworks, man. Beautiful fireworks stuff coming out, man. See, absolute identity. This word is so beautiful. See, absolute. We have an absolute identity. We're devotees of the transcendental Lord forever. This gives us the knowledge. We come out of ignorance. See, ignorance is only because you're a devotee of his dark form. See, the dark form, you're a devotee of gold and control, the Bill Gates types and all that. Devotees of the world and worldly things. See, I devoted to the bodies of my children even. See, you're a devotee of that. See, you're very devoted to serving the bodies of things and people and friends and all that. You're devotees, right? See, but there's ignorance there still. How would you like to be a devotee of the transcendental body of God? See, that's your absolute identity in his. I love absolute truth. That is absolutely true forever. And you see, once you get a little taste of that, you won't even want to give it up, man. Yeah, Salita, if she wants to give up her absolute position as a devotee of the absolute Lord, the Lord of ecstasy. You know?
No. Never gonna give this up. It's too deep.
Absolute, man, absolute. Okay? Otherwise, you're in the world. It's absolutely. There's an absoluteness about that. You're absolutely going to come back here if you're attached to it. Absolutely, absolutely, man. You know, if you don't have ecstatic attraction to the transcendental Lord, you're going to absolutely come back. Maybe you get a little demigod position in heaven, but that ain't, you know, that ain't strong enough. Why not just come over here? We'll get you to jump into the absolute truth forever. It's very attractive. So attractive. You stay in that of your free will. The Lord will say, "Hey, you want to go back to Maya?" That's why I always ask you, "Hey, you want to go back to Maya there, Lolita? You want to go back and live in that lifestyle?"
There is nothing. There is nothing there.
Don't you want to be? Don't you miss being a good person? You know,
Oh no.
good deeds.
That is time.
Don't you want to be known as a pious, good person? Please all those people. And there are a lot to please, right?
It's a never-ending story. Give me this never-ending story.
Don't worry. If perchance you even came back, which would be good for the world, then this would not happen. You would look at this and say, "I know, I've been there, done that, man." Let me just. Where's my Lord? That's all I want to know, man. Where's his book, man? Where's his name? Oh, his name's Krishna. Oh yeah, I like that name. Yeah. Absolute identity. So we stay in that absolute truth, and everything becomes absolutely wonderful. Now, come on, you can't ask for a better path than this. To have this so easily, to have an absolutely wonderful life so easily, just because you're associating with the most auspicious persons in the universe, that's a devotee. If you have this ability to remain in the absolute identity, to be sovereign in God, because you actually have love for God awakened, you are the most important person for people to associate with in this world. That's why if I see it in my disciples even, I'm sold out to them. I'm like, "Hey man, I'm with you forever. I ain't going any place." Devotees who have this kind of level of devotion, oh my God, I want to be with them forever. Why? Because my Lord wants to be with you all. You're the only ones he recognizes. You're the most, you think it's important to be around Trump. That's all for Maya's people. Those who believe in Maya think Trump is important to be around. Or Bill Gates or some other famous person, some rock star is important. They got no purification, nothing. I want to be around real devotees. The Lord has given me real devotees who have real devotion in their absolute identities. Are you kidding? I don't want to be around anybody else. I want to teach the world how important they are.
Yeah, he has another checklist. Then
Yeah, there's another checklist, God's checklist, man. We're on his page. It's all in the book. The checklist is already there. It doesn't have to be rewritten. Forget about this rewriting Prabhupada's books and stuff. No need. Give me his little sentences, not, I like that. The Lord, you know why? Because my Lord likes that. He likes the way Prabhupada speaks. What is your problem with it out there? See, the people that are fault finders. You know, hey, man, my Lord loves the way Prabhupada wrote and spoke and all that. I get, you get more from that because it's his way. But these people, they want to change it. They not only the grammar, what do you call it? They put the periods there and everything, but they want to. Oh, well, it could have been said a little bit better, like me, because I'm so smart.
Yeah.
See, this is the thing. People think they're so smart in the world. You're not smart until you get the mercy of Lord Caitanya, man. Then you get some real smarts, and then because people can see anyway. Intelligent people. That's why we got to make intelligent people here by getting purified. They can see what's really in the scriptures. And they, wow, this person's really speaking what's in there. People can't see that. You go to these gurus, they can't teach you how to see what's really in the scriptures. Can you imagine? All the way up through Narayam Raj. They can't see what's really. They think they're so proud. I'm sorry, man. You got material pride and competition and jealousy still, and they all probably admit there's some of that there. They cannot see what's really in these books. It hides. You got to get purified. You got to go through what the devotees went through here. Those Narayam Raj devotees need to go through this. They didn't go through that with him. No. You got to go through this here. Otherwise, well, you have a problem with that. Well, too bad. You stay outside. We'll stay inside. Until you talk about humbleness. That's humbling. Finally. You realize, God, these guys are getting in the kingdom and we're not, and we're just stuck with our pride and having a big stick and being a big sannyasi and a big guru, and we're enjoying the cake. We're here eating the cake like Janaki does on people's birthdays, and they're stuck eating the sticks. That's what they're eating, a dry stick. Dry stick, eating sticks. And we're eating the cake. That's how we're going to get them. We're going to humble those persons out there.
We eat the cream on the cake.
Crack the knuckles, man. Eating the cream, yeah. We don't, not just cake. Cake's too dry, man. Let's just go for the cream, man. Put a little cake in there, mix it a little bit. It's good, but not too much. More cream, less cake. This cake, this cream, no belly aches. Yeah. Go ahead. A little bit more.
Lord Brahma, he was enlightened about the absolute truth by Lord Krishna's mercy.
That's the only way. See, the only way to be enlightened about, Lord Krishna is by the mercy. See, and that's what we're teaching here is, oh, you want that mercy? Well, I'll go directly. No, you see, have you tried that enough? How about just going to be with the devotees who have that mercy, Lord? It's always been like that. It was that way with the early Christians. They carried the mercy of Jesus Christ. And if you didn't meet them, you didn't get that mercy. Special message through Jesus. Special good news. And it came through the apostles who heard from him, got purified by him. They acknowledged him. This is a real messenger of God, came sent to deliver us. See? See, so they got the mercy, and then they taught how to get the mercy. And there's never any difference when the mercy is here. You get it from those who receive the mercy. Lord Caitanya himself got it through those who received the mercy, through his Puri. He even said, oh, you chant the holy name in ecstasy, that's all I want. I just want. That shows you God came here, Lord Chaitanya came here and said, that is something you should want. And people still don't know that. They don't think they should want what we have. Well, too bad. You're going to get it anyway. I'm going to continue glorifying this truth, demonstrating this truth, because it's fantastic. It's why the Lord came here. And people will get it gradually. It just takes purification.
The mercy is the eye opener.
Yeah, the mercy. And it comes, see, the mercy, Vishwanath Chakravarti. See, that's why we take the teachings as they are. The mercy of Krishna follows the devotees. See, that mercy is following the devotees. Are you a devotee? Because the Lord doesn't recognize you if you're not. Oh, I'm a devotee of Krishna. Yeah? Do you have ecstatic love of God? Do you have the symptoms of a devotee, the symptoms of closeness with Krishna? It has to be that. He has to have chosen your body to live in as his personal temple and personal preaching, if he decides to preach, which he has, by the way. He's decided to revive under the, even Lord Chief, that's why Prabhupada came, at my authority, my full approval, what you're doing. Yeah, because I was doing intimate stuff, man. I was sharing the intimate pastimes of Lord Caitanya, and people were laughing and crying and choking up. And it has my full approval. What does that mean, world? Prabhupada disciples. Did you get that order, full approval like this? And you see the result of that is not a bad thing. It's a wonderful thing. Yeah. Do you want that full approval order, to distribute ecstatic devotion in this life to people that they can, the best guru that they say is promoted said many lifetimes before you get it. You want it this lifetime under the order of Prabhupada even, and the approval. We have a very high approval rating here. The highest. We have, our social credit score is very fantastic, actually. In the eyes of God, our social credit score is great. Great thing. This is what society needs to see, our score. See, we scored high in the eyes of the Lord. See, people are all into this social credit. You got to please the government. See, it's all about pleasing. See, that's the shadow. See, we're high on the social, our government. See, we have a government too, but our government is great. Our government, we have a governor and a governess, Radha and Krishna, love for God. See, that's all. So that governs our lives. See, so our social credit score in the eyes of God is the highest. He's saying, oh, man, you got the greatest score. Hey, man, you can go on anywhere you want, man. You're free. Go on any train you want or anything. You just go ahead. Don't let anybody stop you. If they do, I got my Sudarshan chakra around. We'll weed whack some of their weeds. Okay, so I think I'm going to stop here because of the internet thing here. And thank you very much, everybody. And we'll be back. Yeah, I might be back during the day. Maria has offered her a house if she has some time off of work or something. She can take some time and she has really good internet there. So this is Krishna, because I've been broadcasting at the coffee shops, and they ban my videos often on Facebook because they hear the background music. And it's a little hard to concentrate too. So this is better. So let's see. So what is this, Brother Freddie? I'm pretty much sure there is something spirituality. One. Okay, let's see any comments here. Oh, let me read the comments first. Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, that's proof. This proof that you're in the right place. That is, you feel the auspiciousness. And so the Lord has different levels of teaching. He has inspiring teachers, inspire people in different ways and different levels. But we have something really nice. This is a really beautiful offering. It's what Lord Caitanya came. I mean, this is, I mean, to be liberated. I mean, there's a lot of inspiring things to do in this world and teachings and all this. But what actually liberates you from illusion, from ignorance? I mean, this path is so beautiful. It does everything. It's inspiring and liberates you from the cycle of birth and death. You know. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, wow, so many comments. Amy Rose, I thought it was much more intelligent before being a part of the Sangha. I quickly realized I knew close to nothing, and all the trivial information I did seemed so irrelevant. Yeah, I mean, that's what happens naturally. See, the process is you hear this absolute truth, and you hear it to the point you see, you look at it, you think, wow, this makes sense, more sense than these other. They become almost uh, uh, nonsensical. A lot of stuff we've accepted is nonsensical as truth. And so here we this is the whole point, the empowerment. The Lord is here through us, coming, bringing forth more absolute understanding, and it takes away all of these ignorant ideas, and then we become, see, we're lifted up to the level of understanding like God understanding, the highest level of understanding. And you go through the speculation and all that stuff, you just drop, you realize don't need it, man. you know that's why you take one word, it's volumes in one word. you know why do I need to speculate? Well, you just give me one beautiful word, and my heart just wants to glorify it and expound on it, expand it, show what it means, and its depths and all. What do you need to speculate? Why not just bring forth that? See? That's what you get from bhakti, the ability to glorify things as they are. See? And as they are is the most powerful word, because it busts the ignorance of those who listen, especially attentively. All your ignorance will go away, man, and then you'll live in truth. And when the truth will set you free. So Jesus said, that's why you see, I keep bringing it up. Truth will set you free. It's so true. People, there's a lot of ignorance being passed around as truth. That's what the Maya does. See? So we pass around the truth, and it dispels the ignorance, the darkness. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm not drinking coffee until in the morning, so I drink it when I go to the coffee shop. On a new diet here. Can I come of the machine? Can I come off the machine? Yes, you can come off the machine now. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe you can help Maria. Maybe you can help River with her dialysis thing. Maybe you can. Maybe your guides can have some idea what she can do so she can pee. Maybe this is Her dream is to wet her bed. That is her dream. That one day she wakes up and the bed is all wet. True wet dream. Yeah. Okay, my friends. We'll see you in a little bit. Take a little break. Walk, exercise, and we'll be back. Thank you, Maria, for coming today. It's awesome, man. A new friend. This is fantastic.